Brood for the last ban. They banned Legion Commander, which, yes, does well against Brood, but I think acts as generally a stronger lane counter and a stronger hero in general in the game. So a little bit surprised that's what they went for.
Definitely agreed there. Arrow connects onto Fata, set up from Mad. Could this be your first blood? They've got the damage for it. Mad gets it, and Fata ends up in the grave earlier than expected.
Classic counter pick, and going back to the draft, as I said, surprising that Cloud9 gave it away.
Mid lane, Loda in some trouble. Kinetic Field, Thunder Strike, more than enough damage as Fata zaps him down. It's Misery that gets credit for the kill, and Loda will get that first-class ticket back to the well.
Fata will be
another fight that breaks out. Pycat hasted up, has an arrow in 1 second. Misery will take the Nightmare off. Now the arrow connects. They actually have the damage to find the kill on the Disruptor, though. Pycat has a leap, still hasted. Bane goes down, compliments of the Lightning, and leap to the high ground. We'll make it a 1-for-1 as they trade supports. Well, 1-for-2 if you count the Drow in that.
Yeah, Mirana didn't have the arrow ready in here from Pycat, but I think Alliance's game plan here with just getting a fast blink on Axe, they're probably just going to rotate lanes later and use the Axe as a ganking tool then, as Chen just going to take the Nightmare off with a creep.
Yeah,
probably
maybe in some
fine.
trouble, but not really the ideal target for Alliance to go for. Arrow will be off the mark. They still get the kill there, but now Envy coming around the backside. Whirling Axe is on 3. Ake barely gets off the shallow grave. Buys him some time. Shadow Wave just not enough. Pycat goes down. Lightning from Zeus to soften him up even more. Mad falls. Glimpse back onto the Dazzle. He'll fall as well. It's Cloud9 coming out big in the top lane.
The moment they've used all their abilities on the...
Gets reeled from Alliance. They jump onto Fata. They set up for an easy arrow, and the slam dunk finds a kill.
This is not the best of trades, though. There's a ping in the Roche pit coming out from Loda. They realize something's up. They realize it too late.
Big Daddy did not use it on the Roche.
Nope.
So that's crossed that one off the list. We're running low on possibilities here. Alliance, what do they want to do here, though? They see Roche has gone down. Troll Warlord the one to pick up the Aegis. It's a Moonlight Shadow. The jig is up for Big Daddy as he gets caught by a Berserker's Call. The dunk is there despite the kinetic field, and Axe will get a kill out of it. So Roche goes the way of Cloud9, but they do concede 2 deaths and a couple of Chen creeps in exchange.
No, the laning stage for Alliance did not go as they hoped, apart from the Axe, who did great. He's going to jump mid.
On to Misery. They'll cut off his head.
Great. I want to call it a jungle domination build, because it disallows supports from actually getting into their own jungle again and trying to control. And as far as fights go, you're very mobile. It's very easy to find angles, especially when your Dagon levels up. You can easily find angles to cast it, and a surprise burst out of nowhere can be really useful, as Fata does claim Ake.
My boy Ak.
My boy Ak.
Uh-oh, glimpse back onto Pycat, leap out.
Yeah,
he'll be all right.
For
now
sure.
this tier 1 tower top lane with his Alpha Wolf behind. Here we go. Initiation. The Moonlight Shadow gets revealed as they bring down Big Daddy. Static Storm comes out to try and break it up a little bit. Alliance only get a singleton pick off there.
I think this is the first time ever in competitive Dota that's the first main item of a Bane. I don't think I've ever seen that before. The nice thing is you can cast it while you're using Fiend Script, I believe. So you actually disappear, similar to Witch Doctor Deathlord. So it is kind of nice, but it's in pro-level play, it's very easily counterable. Like a Gem or a Sentry Ward can easily get the job done. And you're doing it against a Zeus, not to forget.
Well, Niqua now initiates on 2, but there's some follow-up damage. Misery will go down, gets chopped. Fiend Script out onto Fata. Envy getting low. Remember, he has the Aegis. Fata, can he live? The mech keeps him alive a little bit longer, but still can't survive the onslaught. Mad in the front lines, caught inside of the kinetic field, but the Shadow Blade will keep him safe. The Berserker's Call from Niqua catches 3. Alliance finally finding a fight that they needed. Envy will be isolated by the Nightmare. All of his friends are getting picked apart. Freddy Krueger tearing through his dreams as he tries to man up onto Loda. Shallow Grave comes out, and Envy will fall. That's the Aegis of the Immortal. Can they kill him again? The wolf finishes him off. Envy comes back to life. Pycat on the run. Whirling Axes, just falls short. But
that's about as good a fight as Alliance could have hoped for.
Less than ideal.
Still, that was a really good fight for Alliance. Like, they fought into an Aegis. They got 2 3-man calls out from Niqua, really setting up the fight perfectly for them.
3 Dagon and Boots of Travel. So he's a lot more mobile. Oh, there's a dire Sentry Ward. It reveals the Moonlight Shadow. Alliance in a little bit of trouble here. They get caught unaware. Niqua gets glimpsed back. Ake will go down first. Mad goes one way, and it's Alliance just trying to Delta split out. Niqua does get finished off. Loda on the run, but they're in hot pursuit. The Dro can't run fast enough. Run, pretty lady, run. She'll spawn some Spiderlings out of her corpse as Cloud9 find a 3-0.
Yeah. Alliance kind of feel pressure to try something like this, and they chose the wrong place. This is, I think, the only Sentry Ward that Dire have on the map, and it's not freshly placed. We're looking for something, but Once again, all the information that Cloud9 just have from this Broodmother, it's a nice pick. We've talked about this a couple of times in this tournament, how Cloud9 really seem to favor vision in their lineups with like something like a Zeus for the ultimate to get information, and Broodmother, arguably one of the absolute best scouts in the game.
Yeah, here we go. Initiation. Nikwa 4-stabs in, but only catches Misery. Not your ideal target. Fiend's Grip comes out onto Envy, but he survives through it. Mad just gets chopped down straight away. Envy doesn't have an Aegis here, getting very low. Met comes in. He stays alive a bit longer than planned. A 1 for 3 is now Pycat isolated. They'll find a kill on Fata. He commits suicide with the Bloodstone, but this is bad news bears for Alliance. A 2 for 4 with Pycat. 1 hit from death. He's going to walk into this dire dance party and get zapped down for good measure.
And Bone7 actually has Boots of Travel ready. He could port to the bottom lane right now and start hitting these barracks. The only buyback available, well, they don't know what buybacks Alliance has, so maybe he just plays it safe here, but...
That last fight on him, as well as the Broodmother making progress towards another big one. Arrow flies into the Roche, but actually hits the Direwolf, makes things a little easier for Cloud9. Nikwa takes a Dagon to the face, and the ultimate from Zeus brings him down to the threshold for the Troll to finish him off. Glimpse back onto Pycat as Ake tries to run away. Brood will try to finish him off. Shallow Grave, TP is there. Can Ake actually make it out? He can. No way to interrupt it. But Cloud9 will command and conquer the Roche Pit, and that's another Aegis of the Immortal in the inventory of the Troll Warlord.
And there's a little bit of cheese as well.
Yummy, yummy cheese.
Spiders love a glimpse on Ake.
And he will have a Shallow Grave. That'll keep him safe for now, but the Thunderstrike might be enough to just finish him off after the Grave. Nope, he's got the mech as well as a heal, but now load up BKBs to get the E-Blade off. But that's your 9-second BKB charge, and it's on cooldown for over a minute. Troll Warlord caught inside of the Fiend's Grip. Remember, he's the one with the Aegis, but Static Storm is there to break it up. Mad gets blown up. Moonlight Shadow used by Alliance. Bane in the Grave. All of a sudden, it's a 4v5. Bottom lane of Barracks destroyed. And one lane of Barracks standing between Cloud9 and victory.
Yeah, that lane of Barracks is probably going to stand there for a good 10 seconds if they don't go on Troll instantly. He still has his ultimate ready.
They've got a Glyph, 12 seconds. It'll buy him a little extra.
I agree. They can buy it. Oh, well, maybe
They're going to do this in style. They want the tier 4s.
Style points for Cloud9 here, going for the tier 4s right away. And
this should be the final fight for Alliance. They've got to make what little hold they can here, and they're not even going to do it. That's it. GG is called. Pycat taps out, and it is Cloud9 that'll take this series 2-0. And that will end Alliance's run here in StarLadder Season 12.
Nice game from Cloud9. After their Brood got completely shut down in lane, they kept their cool. They knew they were getting their farm. They get Bone7 a comeback. The early aggression from